take a deep breath, try some of it out. I really think it's important to bring some of the things that I learned from the 5-day training back into the classroom first, and really seeing where students are with it and how I can deepen my understanding of the foundations of math through getting students involved in it. And then I'd say really access your colleagues. When you find colleagues to connect with, to workshop some of these things that you're trying in the classroom back and forth, I think that that's been one of the biggest learning pieces for me, is once I tried it in the classroom, having colleagues to go back and forth and talk about our experiences with the foundations of math.
So I tell them to focus on one or two things to really get better at that. So if, for example, one that's often chosen is language. So how does a teacher get better at language? And I think that has, there's a lot of research involved on the behalf of the teacher, but also talking to other math teachers, making sure that the language they're using in their grade level will support the students' later math learning.
So the 5-day training is a good start. It offers you an introduction to foundations of math. A lot of times people come out of that 5-day training with a lot of questions and wanting to know more and wanting to go deeper, because there's so much to cover, and 5 days does not do foundation math justice. In my experience, I've followed up and done additional trainings, implementation support. I've connected with colleagues within the training, and I've also reached out to Oakland Schools as a resource to come in and support me with implementation of foundation math, following up with the 5-day training. Trying new strategies, trying new techniques, working with Oakland Schools to develop a comprehensive curriculum that addresses the foundation of math and helps to promote the deep conceptual understanding among the students in the classroom.
You are in the 5-day training, build personal learning networks. Find people who are in the throes that you are, same grade levels, different schools. Anybody that you can find to talk math and who can share experiences in the classroom as well as out of the classroom. Find parents that are struggling with things that they're seeing their students or kids struggle at home with, and just start a conversation. And really building that personal learning network, I think, is probably the best thing. And I'm just lucky to be able to have my own colleagues going through it with me, because that's going to be a huge learning network for me.
Another thing that I found was really helpful in order for us to really stick with the whole foundations of math was that we had a team. There was a group of us that actually worked together. And so sometimes it's hard to be in isolation and to continue on the whole, okay, I'm so gung-ho about it. But when there's that team and we're all gung-ho, we all want to work together. We all want to figure it out. So we were able to do that.